girl.
Thank you very much. You were saying, Mrs. Bott?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Brown, dear. I was against it. When Mr. Bott told me that he decided to take up the rent on the hall, I said, Mr. Bott, I said, Botty, I said, I am against it. You do know, dear, of course, that he is Bott's digestive sauce.
Of course.
Yes, you've seen us on all the hoardings, I dare say.
Many times.
Now, where was I?
Against it?
Oh, yes, yes. I am against living in the country, I said, and I'm against it for 3 reasons. What are they, he said. Well, I said, there's my rheumatism, your liver, and Violet Elizabeth's nurse.
Oh, dear. Isn't she suitable?
Suitable? She's carelessness personified. Always reading these here novelettes, the girl is. That's why, when the vicar's wife, who so charmingly invited us to tea today, said that you had a little boy, I was so happy. You will come and visit us, won't you, love, and bring your little boysie with you. I want Violet Elizabeth to meet some nice children.
Well, I'm not sure that William...
Oh, I know, dear. You're very careful who your little boysie associates with, and I don't blame you. You needn't worry. I have always brought Violet Elizabeth up to be most particular. She's a girlie who won't do your boysie any harm.
Oh, no, it's not that.
Then you'll come, love, won't you, and bring your dear little boysie with you.
Well, Well...
Me? Go to tea with that old girl? Me?
Well, I'm sure she's a nice little girl.
I saw her. Cuddles and things.
Well, you must come. She's expecting you.
Anyway, Robert says they're very vulgar people what have made a lot of money out of sauce.
I don't want to know what Robert says. I'm interested in politeness and being a good neighbour.
I only hope she won't expect me to talk to her.
Well, she'll expect you to play with her, I'm sure.
Play? Play? Me? Play with a girl? Huh.
Thank you.
Oh, Mrs. Brown, dear, how nice to see you. And you've brought your dear little boysie with you.
Say good afternoon, William.
Good afternoon.
Well, he's not quite what I thought he'd be, but I'm sure he's very sweet. Would you like to look at a picture book, boysie?
No.
How have you been keeping, Mrs. Bott?
Oh, my rheumatism's been terrible. And Mr. Bott's liver has been shocking. Oh, here's Violet Elizabeth.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Take the little boysie into the conservatory, Violet Elizabeth, and play with him.
Come along, boy. What's your name?
William Brown.
How old are you?
11.
My name's Violet Elizabeth. I'm 6. Now you must play with me.
I don't play little girls' games.
Don't you know any little girls? I'll teach you little girls' games.
Look, I don't want to know them. I don't like them. I don't like little girls' games, and I don't want to know them.
Don't you like little girls?
Me? I don't know anything about them, and I don't want to.
Don't you like me? I like you. Don't you like me? You do like me, don't you? You're making me cry, you are. You're making me cry because you won't say you like me.
Look, I do. Honestly, I do. Don't cry. I do like you.
I'm so glad. You do like all little girls, don't you? You do, don't you? You do like all little girls, don't you? You do, don't you?
Yes, honest, I do.
You wish you was a little girl, don't you?
Yes, honest, I do.
Kiss me. That's not a kiss.
My kind of kiss.
All right, now let's play fairies. I'll show you how.
Oh, you still haven't told me what game you played with Violet Elizabeth. Was it Pirates and Red Indians?
No, it wasn't.
Then what was it? William.
It was fairies.
What?
Rotten fairies. She was a fairy queen.
What were you?
Me, I was a gnome, wasn't I? Well, I mean, if all girls are like that, well, when you think of all the hundreds and hundreds of girls there must be in the world, well, it makes you feel sick.
Oh, that's rather disappointing, dear. I always hoped that little girls might have a civilizing effect on you.
You didn't come yesterday. Why not?
Went out to tea.
Where?
Oh, nowhere in particular.
Nowhere. What's that supposed to mean?
What's it mean? It means I'm the pirate king, that's what it means. It means that I'm the robber chief.
Who said you were?
I never played at fairies with a girl.
You didn't say you had.
All right,
Oh,
then.
come on. Who cares about girls? What will we do this morning?
Let's go trespassing.
Where?
Hallwards, take Jumble.
Hallwards? That old gamekeeper said if he caught us there again, he'd tell our fathers.
Let him.
Hasn't somebody taken the hall? A bottle, somebody.
Have they?
Bot's digestive sauce, aren't they?
Are they? Have they?
They've got a girl.
Not scared, are you?
Right, Elizabeth, stop it.
What's that book?
It's a romance.
What's that?
You wouldn't like it.
What's it about?
It's about love.
Oh, I like books about love.
You wouldn't know the first thing about it.
We're supposed to be playing.
You are supposed to learn good manners.
William, you don't know her, do you?
No.
William, darling, I saw you from the window, so I escaped. Nurse was reading a book, so I escaped. Oh, William, darling, play with me again, do. It was so nice yesterday.
Go away. We aren't playing girls' games.
We did yesterday.
That was yesterday. You said you didn't know her. I don't want to know her. Go away. We don't like girls.
William does. He said he did. He said he liked all little girls. He said he wished he was a little girl. He kissed me and played fairies with me.
Oh, never.
Oh, you did!
Come on, we can't stand around here all day talking to a girl.
But I want to come with you. I want to play with you.
We're going to play boys' games. You wouldn't like it.
Oh, I like boys' games. Please let me come.
No.
If you won't, I'll scream and scream and scream.
You what?
I'll make myself sick, and I can.
All right. No! We can't stop her coming. Don't take any notice of her. She'll soon have had enough.
Butty, how's your liver today?
Oh, playing up, my dear. It's decidedly playing up again. Still, it's what I have to endure, isn't it, for having worked hard all my life and slaved, as you might say, in the interests of the digestive sauce business. But for that, I wouldn't have a wobbly liver, would I? And we wouldn't be able to live in this magnificent hall either, would we, my dear?
True. That's very true, is that, Butty? Count your blessings.
I must say, my dear, you seem to have settled for the idea of living in the country.
Oh, I have. Mind you, I think it's the people. The vicar's wife and Mrs. Brown. Such warm, welcoming people. Not at all snooty like I thought they'd be. Mind you, that little boy of Mrs. Brown's is not quite what I thought he'd be. Not a natural washer behind the ears, as you might say, but he's made a very nice playmate for Violet Elizabeth.
Where is Violet Elizabeth?
Out with that nurse.
Oh, why do you call her that, nurse?
Because I don't like her, that's why.
Well, she seems a civil enough girl to me.
She reads lurid novelettes. That's why I don't like her.
They're harmless.
They take her mind off Violet Elizabeth.
Excuse me, sir, madam.
Where have you been?
Oh, I've been everywhere. I've looked everywhere in the garden, in the woods. I've looked everywhere, believe me.
Look, what for?
Violet Elizabeth.
Violet Elizabeth?
She's gone. Well, you see, one moment she was here in this room, the next moment she wasn't. She must have gone out of the window.
What were you doing?
Well, madam,
You were reading those novelettes?
Oh,
yes,
oh,
Butty!
Stop her!
I can't stop her, sir.
Phone the police!
I'll do it.
My poor little girl!
Oh, I was saying you with a smelling salt.
Oh, I can't abide them, you fool! Oh, my poor little girl!
Police, Inspector? Yes, Bot of the Hall. I have to report the disappearance of a little girl. What sort of little girl? My daughter.
A sweet little girl in white!
A sweet little girl in white.
Oh, I shall never see her again!
Yeah, what happened? Happened? Well, that's just the point, isn't it, Inspector? We don't know what happened. I mean, 1 minute she was there and the next she was missing.
Oh, please do try and calm yourself, madam. Please do.
It's those novelettes, that's what it is. It's those novelettes.
I'll never read one again.
Of course you will, you stupid, unsuitable woman.
Yes, I shall inquire. Hang on. Could it be a kidnapping, do you think?
There was no time.
No, there was no time.
Oh, dear. Oh, please do try and keep composed, madam.
Thank you very much. Oh, dear me.
Have they not found her? Is there no news, sir?
Disappeared.
How dare you say that, you stupid, unsuitable person! Oh, Butty!
Oh, dear, how can this have happened? Where can my little girl be?
Come on, swampy ground. Tread careful or instant death. Don't take any notice of her. She'll soon have had enough.
Isn't it lovely? Doesn't it feel nice? All squishy between your toes. Isn't it lovely? I like boys' games.
Blackberries! There's still blackberries here! Hey, Phil, don't help her get any. And let her get all scratched. You'll soon have had enough.
Ooh, blackberries! I'll get more than any of you. Look at me. I'm doing it too. Just like boys.
Shut up.
Are we playing being animals?
Shut up.
I'm a snail. What are you? All I said was, what are you?
And I told you, I'm Braveheart same as usual, and Ginger's hawk face, and Douglas's lightning eye, and Henry's little arrow.
But what's a libby? But what's a libby? What's a libby? What's a libby? Oh, it does sound funny when you say it like that. Oh, it does. Say it again, please. Say it again.
Look, we've come back here so that you can be a squaw.
A squaw? What sort of noise does it make?
It's an Indian lady, and it doesn't make any sort of noise. Look, we've come back here so that we can go out hunting and you can stay behind and cook our dinner.
Stay behind?
Yes!
But I don't want to stay.
Look, you must.
You're making me cry.
You must stay behind.
I'll scream and scream and scream.
No.
Then kiss me. Please, Ginger. Well then, that's better. Let's go hunting. Another squiffy place. I want to be the first. I just slipped.
Look at them, the young rascals. Just look at them. And a dog. Blast them. Come on.
Keepers, run for your lives.
We're in the hole itself. Shh. Hide until they've gone. What do you mean hide until they've gone? They're coming up to the door.
Coming in here, the young rascal. Yeah, look, that's their footmarks, see? Now, you young rascals. I've got you. Trespassing, sir. Trespassing and the damaging of the woods. Old hands, too. Seen 'em at it before, but never caught 'em till now. Oh, and a dog and a girl, too, sir. It's an example makings of they want, sir. They want so prosecuting, if I might make so bold. There's damaging of the woods, bringing in of a dog and a girl.
Yes, a dog and what looks like a girl.
Please, sir, but excuse me. Mrs. Bott says, is there any news of Miss Violet Elizabeth?
Yeah, no, but tell her I've rung up the police every minute since she last sent. How is Mrs. Bott?
Oh, please, sir, she's having hysterics again.
Oh, dear me. Now, see here, you children. I want you to go out and see if you can find my little daughter. She's lost. Now, look in the woods and around the village and everywhere, and if you find her, I'll let you off, see? Right, off you go. Mrs. Bott.
Look, it's you he wants and you're here.
Yes, it's it's me.
So we're going to find you and take you back.
Oh, please, I don't want to be found and taken back.
We can't keep you about with us all day, can we?
Oh, but I like being with you.
Look, you've got to go home, same as what we've got to go home. We jolly well want our dinner. Besides, you might give us something.
All right, if you'll all kiss me, I'll be found and taken back.
We found her.
Where?
It's me.
You?
Yes, Father, it's me.
God bless my soul, that's not Violet Elizabeth.
Yes, it's me.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is the poor, poor child.
Good heavens. Heavens, take her away. I don't know what you do with her, but do it before you call Mrs. Boss. Poor.
Hello, the hall?
Bot of the hall. Yeah, oh, Inspector, I was just going to ring you up. Yes, we've got some happier news for you. The little girl has turned up. Well, those lads, they went out and they found her, and they've brought her back. Yes, she's not harmed in any way.
Child, my
Thank you, sir.
darling child.
I was a squaw. It doesn't make any sort of a noise. It's a lady.
Oh, how did you?
These boys found her.
Oh, how noble, how kind. And one of them's that dear little boy who played with us so nicely yesterday. Give them all 10 shillings each, Butty.
Yeah,
Butty,
yeah.
don't you even value your child's life at 40 shillings?
Well, turned out all right, but it might not have. Except for the money, it's jolly old sport our morning.
Girls always do. I'm not going to have anything to do with any old girl ever again.
It's all very well saying that. It's them. What has to do with you?
I'm never going to marry any old girl.
I agree with Henry. He's some old girl that'll probably marry you.